back to a new video. How are you all doing? Hope you're well. So today I'm going to carry on with the installation, hopefully get it finished today. It'd be nice to actually get it done because it seems like it's taking forever. Especially this black stuff, that's what she means by the installation, not the whole thing. Hopefully we can actually start on the wool installation though, because that'll be awesome. And I think we should do. There's not that much of this left to get done. No, there isn't. There's just little tidy up bits. I've got to do the side door. So, to be honest, I think a couple of hours and that should be done. Then I should be able to actually get on with the wool, which would be nice to actually do something a little bit different. And while Tabitha's doing that, I'm going to be on the roof trying to fit this UniStrut roof rack. I thought it might be quite easy, and I haven't really looked at it, so I'm kind of giving off a little bit of a prejudgment idea, but I don't think it's going to be that easy to do because there's like black bars that run along that I think restrict how much space you have where the little mushroom clips are. But when I get up there, I'll show you and I'll actually have a look at it for myself. But yeah, that's kind of my task today. If I get that done, at least like mocked up, because I'm not going to fully fit it today. It's kind of going to be like mock fitted, taken off and sprayed, and then left till tomorrow to actually permanently fit. That's the idea anyway. Whether it goes that smoothly, time will tell. Yeah, and he's going to love it because if you saw the video when you put the roof vent up, yeah, he had a freak out because of the height. Yeah. And today it's windy as well. Yeah, it's really windy today. So I'm taking the big camera up there and hopefully it performs all right with how windy it is because the GoPro will just get smashed around with sound noise and stuff. So I'm going to shoot up there and hopefully get that fitted today because that would be awesome. Yes. Alright, so I'm up on the roof and yeah, it's definitely, as I thought it was going to be, a bit of a pain to mount because the mushroom clips are getting blocked by the actual black bar, and I'll show you that now. So if you look here, the mushroom clip there is right up against this. So the idea was to like shove the bit, like a little slat of it over it and twist it, and then obviously mount the thing to that, the actual main bar, but that ain't gonna work now. So I'm gonna have to think of another idea for that. So if you've got any ideas, leave them in the comments below, but I'm gonna have a go at it today anyway, and by the end of the video I might have sorted it out. Before I figure that out, I'm gonna actually measure how long the main slats need to be and then go and cut them, because I can at least do that right now and that's easy to do. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to measure right to the end of the van, like just before it goes over the brow, because obviously we want to try and mount a light bar eventually, so we kind of want it to go right to the end. So yeah, we're going to measure right from the back right to the front tip and then cut them, and then I'll try and figure out how to actually mount it onto these mushroom clips. It'd be so much easier if it was just like a VW or a bloody Sprinter or something, where they've just got like screw holes and you can just bolt it into. These mushrooms don't seem very good, to be honest. They're good in the sense you ain't got to like bolt anything or screw anything, but yeah, they just seem more of a faff than they're worth. At least to me anyway, they do. But I'm going to stop whinging and crack on cutting these long bars. Alright, so what I'm actually going to do is I'm not going to take it right to the end because there's not a mounting point for quite a while before the end, so I don't think I'm going to do that. And if we want a light bar, we'll just have to figure out maybe just to mount it directly to the roof or something, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to leave that bit. But I'm going to do it at 290 centimetres, so just under 3 metres. So I could have bought 3 metre lengths because that would have been fine. So there's me faffing about getting 6 metres and then getting them to cut it at the shop and stuff when I didn't need to. But yeah, we got it now anyway. So I'm going to go cut it to 290 centimetres, 2 of them for either side, and then come back up on the van and try and figure out how to mount it, because I think this is going to be the hardest part. It's up to us. I don't know what to do to make it right. Alright, so now I'm back on the roof and the slats that I've cut fit, so they fit fine. Let me show you that. So they're going to come up to the end there, so where that black bit starts, the bigger bit, that's where they're going to come up to, and they run all the way along to the back. Now the issue is trying to figure out where are they. These little mushroom clips here, they're going to be a nightmare to try and figure out because there's just no room there to be able to slide something in, because what I was planning on doing was cutting one of these squares out, which is what I've seen a lot of people do. Cut like one of these squares out and then put it over that way, over it so it slides in, then twist it, but obviously I can't now because of that. So I might try and see if I can cut like a slit in here and to see if it slides on, but then I don't really know. Or I'm going to try cutting a slit in this way and try and slide it in that way, then twist it. Yeah, it's kind of a bit of a tricky one.
So I'm going to have a little think about this, and I'll get back to you after I've thought about it and what I'm going to do. Alright, so after having a bit of a think when I was having some food at lunch, I think I might have got a little idea. Whether it's safe or not, I'm not too sure about. Whether I think it'll work or not, I'm not too sure about either. But I'm going to give it a crack and we'll see how it goes. I think it should be safe enough, but it all depends if it even works in the first place. So what I'm going to do is basically, what you'd normally do is cut off like a section of this, so like here, and then that little section you'd flip it the other way around, but slot it on top of the mushroom and twist it so it locks in place, and then put a bolt down so it pushes this up against the mushroom and kind of clamps it in. But obviously we can't do that because there isn't enough room to slot this over the mushroom and twist it, because there's like a black metal bar. Well, it's a metal bar covered in like a black plastic that kind of runs behind all the mushrooms. So what I'm thinking of doing is cutting the same bit off, and I'm going to try and like cut a little groove in here, so it can slide on this way, and I'm going to push it right to the back, slide it on, and then to right to the back, and try and twist it so it kind of half hangs over the mushroom like this. Hopefully that might work, but there will be a groove here. But if it works, it won't be able to slide back off because there'll be that metal bar behind it. So I'm hoping that I can slide it over, twist it round, and then it can't actually slide backwards because the groove will be here. So I'm going to cut it off, and then we'll get on the roof and see if it actually fits or not. Right, so this is what we have. This little bit here, and then I'm going to cut a groove into one side of it. I'm not sure which side yet, but in one side I'm going to cut a little groove, try and slide that on, and then twist it round and see if that locks it in place, and then I can just bolt it back up to pull it back up. But I'm going to go have a look on top of the roof and see which way I need to kind of try and cut the hole. Right, so I think it's safe to say plan A didn't work. So that's what I was planning on doing. If that kind of focuses in, look, I'll cut a groove here to see if I could slide it on and then twist it so it locked on this back end here. But yeah, it wouldn't go on even when I cut that aggressive of like a groove into it. And as you can see, I just bent that in my hands. So I think it loses its rigidity massively, and it's probably not the safest to do it that way. So I'm not too sure now. I'm going to have a little more of a think, see if I can think of anything else. If not, it's going to be either ditch the idea of having a roof rack, which would be a bit of a shame because I think it'd be awesome to be able to mount the solar panels and the 4G antenna, and we was going to even have like a little bit of a decking area up there as well. So it'd be a bit of a shame to scrap the idea, or we can obviously just leave the idea until a later date or something like that. And then the third idea is to just bolt it straight into the roof. Like get a little bit of a metal bar or something on the inside to kind of obviously spread the weight or the pressure. So obviously when you bolt it into it, it's got something to grip onto. A bit like how we fitted the door, the door ladder. A bit like that, how it's got like a metal plate on the inside that bolts onto the back of it, so it gives it a bit more sturdiness. So that is another idea. I'm not too sure at the minute, so yeah, if you have any ideas of how we can just do something like this, because this is obviously much better than just bolting through the actual roof of the van, let us know in the comments below, much appreciated. But for now, yeah, I'm kind of, my first idea has not worked, so try and think of a second idea and try and see if we can get it to work this way. It's just that little bar that runs along behind where the clips are. Like the Citroen relays and Peugeot boxes and stuff, they don't have that, which is obviously makes it a lot easier because you can just go doo and then twist, and then you can just mount it straight to that, which makes it a doddle. Well, not a doddle, but a lot easier. But annoyingly, the Iveco Dailies don't. And to be honest, we can kind of see why they're not the most common converted vans, because they have a bit of a slope. Where you mount the bed, there's only like one really mounting point, where like the Peugeot box and stuff has like a whole beam that you can mount straight into. And obviously now the roof rack's a bit more of a nightmare as well. So yeah, we can kind of see a few little downfalls really of having this as a camper van. But on the flip side, obviously it can take a lot more weight because it's a chassis based van and stuff like that. So it's kind of falls in against, and it actually has hill assist as well, which is awesome for a 2011 to have hill assist. is wicked. And Tabitha hates hill starts, and she loves me in this van, and that's why. But yeah, I'm going to shoot back outside, and I'll take you out and see if we can try and figure something out. Right, so for today, I'm giving up on the UniStrut. I can't really figure out how to put it on or not, and at the minute, I'm debating whether to even put it on. I can bolt it down straight to the roof, but then I don't really see the advantage of doing that over just actually mounting like the actual solar panel to the roof. So yeah, I'm not really too sure. If you've got any ideas, like I said before, just leave them in the comments below. I really appreciate it. But we're going to carry on with insulating the rest of the van. Tabitha's done an amazing job, so I'll flip the camera around and show you what she's actually got done. So she has pretty much got everything covered in this stuff. So it's literally all ready to go, and you've done a cracking job, girl.
Yes, it just looks really dark in here at the minute because it's black, but it'll look a bit better once you've got the insulation and the silver foil on. I've got like a bit of a door to do, but I can't do that because there's a hole behind the metal, so we need to insulate that. Apart from that, I think it's basically done. We've not managed to do any of the bottom stuff here because we haven't got enough stuff. I don't see the point of it. All our cupboards are going to be here anyway, so we don't really need the sound deadening there anyway because the stuff will kind of muffle that out, I think. And yeah, so basically time to get on with actually the wall stuff, which will be quite fun because hopefully it won't take as long as this, because this has taken me like, well, I haven't done it all day, but it took me 3 days worth to get this done, and I'm kind of sick of seeing this black stuff, and my hand hurts from all like the scissoring.
So while Tabitha's putting the wool insulation in, I'm going to be getting out of the rain. I'm going to be putting the expanding foam in all of these little grooves. So like here, there's obviously quite a lot on there. All of these, I'm going to shove an expanding foam in, because we was debating whether to put expanding foam in them or like get like a stick and shove loads of wool insulation inside them. But I think it'll be quicker with expanding foam, and we already have bought it, so we might as well use it. So we're going to crack on with that, as long as this rain doesn't get too much worse, because obviously we have got to have the doors open so we can get some ventilation in here. So we'll crack on and try and get as much done as we can before we have to stop.
About to leave, already packing, come with me, I'm not
Right, so we made an absolute mess.
Yes.
I've basically got expanding foam all over my coat, Tabitha's got it all over her hands.
And all over the van.
Yeah, all over the van.
This is the look we're going for.
It's literally everywhere.
I think we put a bit too much in, like look at this down there.
It's just a big pile of it.
It's like horse poop.
It's just everywhere. And we didn't even manage to get it all finished either. We've got like pretty much all of it filled in on that side, apart from that last bit over there in the corner. We've done that beam, and we've done that main beam there, and that was 3 cans, so I think we'd used too much in too much of a little space.
Yeah, for sure, because it's a complete mess, and tomorrow is just going to be cleaning up all this. It's not even stopped expanding yet. Like every time, look, there's something else dripping down. Great one, Liam.
So on that note, we're gonna go back inside and chill out, and then we'll come back out later and show you the final mess for tonight, and then we'll end the video there, because I think it'll be interesting to come back out later and see how much that's expanded anymore or not.
Yeah, you might not even be able to get into the van. It might just expand over the whole van.
That's one way to insulate the van. Just
So you can't get in it.
yeah. No, you just dig a little hole like a little igloo. You just dig a little hole. You just climb in and sit in there.
Yeah, that's what we're going for.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna have that because, yeah.
But we're going to shoot inside, chill out for a bit, and then we'll come back out and show you the mess if there's any more later on. Right, so it's a lot later now. I've come back out to the van, and to be honest, it's actually not got that much worse from what it was earlier. But I'll quickly turn the camera and show you the mess that we've got to clean up tomorrow. So this is literally what we're left with. There's loads of little drop-ins of expanding foam. So it's caused a bit of a mess, especially on this side. But yeah, it's nothing too bad. We'll tidy it up tomorrow. And we got the insulation done at the bottom as well, so that's all done. On this side of the wall, all we've got left to do is, where is it? That one up there. We've just got that one to do, and then that's this wall like beams done, and then obviously we've got these bits here to fill in, which we're going to fill them in with the recycled plastic wall that we've got. So tomorrow, hopefully, we'll actually get all the insulation fitted. Apart from the roof, because obviously we've got to mount things to the roof still, and that, so we can't do that. But we're hoping that we can actually get like this wall done, and the other side wall done, and the doors and stuff done, and even get it to the point of where like we've got the silver reflectics on the outside ready to actually clad, and then do our electrics and that lot. So hopefully that's the plan for tomorrow, and we hopefully we can get all that done. But for today, we're going to end the video. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you tomorrow.